In college, I started working in a motion picture archive, doing preservation of 35mm nitrate film. What it was 10 years of outtakes of old Fox Movietone news. You know, they used to make the newsreels before television. And all the outtakes that came from cutting down these little 3-minute news stories that they would make and put in cinemas. I was always thinking in terms of how to tell stories with that kind of footage. So when I got my hands on the film, that's when, you know, the wheels started clicking. But it was really like when I moved to Miami and then I'd drop in on Lincoln Road with this art crowd watching found footage films. And I'm like, oh my God, you mean you can make a completely different thing with this material? That I just went, whoa, in this other direction. Do I feel like there's a dark art or an alchemy? Yeah. First of all, it's photochemical. So what I'm gonna do now is load film. It's organic. The results are variable. I don't know, I think it's from the early 2000s, so it's expired. Plus, I'm experimenting a lot of times. I figure out what is the technical recipe, what I'm gonna do. Maybe test all this new gear that I bought and doing some kind of experimental thing that I read in a book somewhere that I haven't done before. And the laboratory is Deering. I'm inspired by the visuals of all these micro ecosystems at Deering, right? I have no plan in terms of like what I'm gonna shoot until I see it. I mean, for so many years I did a lot of found footage work, and now it's like I'm documenting the property and all those ecosystems, but I'm doing it with like contemporary footage on legacy media. But it's also, I think about permanence, and that's a whole analog versus digital conversation too, you know? I grew up in a historically oriented community in Charleston, South Carolina. Preserving buildings and keeping history alive, things like that were very at the forefront of my cultural experience growing up. So I'm always thinking about Miami and legacy and documenting everything before it changes. And so you'll see like these static compositions of, you know, development, construction, rebirth and birth, and just, it's Miami because that's what you're seeing visually. Deering is kind of like a theme park of ecosystems for artists. I mean, like if you're into like the environment as part of your practice, I mean, you can't think of a better place. It's helped me pivot and expand my practice, you know, because I'm doing a lot more shooting than I've ever done. And I'm happy to add to the historical record of Deering, you know, with these negatives that we will all be able to look at in the future.
It's the end of the roll.